Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about something very important. It might actually look simple, but it is very important. We are going to be talking about choosing a business name. Now when it comes to choosing a business name, I think that to some people that is like one of the easiest thing, the simplest thing for them to do to their brand. You get? They feel like it's not for me to choose a business name. My name is Juliet. Okay, maybe business name can be Juliet Ventures, Juliet and Sons Ventures, but no, there are actually things you need to look. There are things you need to do, and there are things you need to consider while choosing a business name. The truth is, when you go to Google and somebody goes to Google and the person wants to make a research about your brand, the first thing that will pop up is your business name. Your business name is the first thing that will pop up. So what do you do while choosing a business name? What are those things you should do, or you need to do, or you need to know, or you need to put into consideration before choosing a business name? Now for you to know, okay, I want to start selling hair, for example, you need to know, okay, am I just going to start selling hair, or am I just selling hair because I need pocket money, or because I just need another way of me making some little money, or I just need another source of income, or it's just for me to survive for the meantime anyway, so it's not for me. Or no, I want to start selling hair because I want to build a brand for it. So if you are going to build a brand for your business, let's say for your hair business, it could be any other thing, it could be any sort of business. But I'm talking about hair because that is mostly what we talk about in this channel. If you are going to build a hair brand, a long-term business, you need to sit down and consider the best name for your brand. Now, the type of name you decide to come up with for your brand determines how people are going to perceive your brand. It is funny, but it's true. If you come up with a not so good name, people will first of all look at your brand as, I'm sure this brand is not so good. Okay, and you need to consider the fact that you are building a brand and you want the name of your business to be something that will easily stick into people's mind or into people's head. So what are those things that you need to consider while choosing a business name? First of all is you need to consider the simplicity of the name for your brand. It doesn't have to be very common. It doesn't have to be a random name, but let it be simple enough for people to easily remember the name of your brand. Because the aim is for you to have the name of your brand on people's lips. You get? So the aim is for you to make it easy and simple enough for them to always have it on their mind. I'm going to use an example, an iPhone. iPhone is a very simple name. I doubt there's anybody, there is no one that doesn't know iPhone. Okay? And we all know that when it comes to iPhone, people rave about iPhone. People talk about iPhone. People talk about iPhone's camera. Okay? Before you ask one or two people, what phone do you use? Before you will see two people that is using an Android phone, you will definitely see 5 to 6 people using an iPhone. So you need to consider how simple do you want the name of your brand to be. How simple do you sorry you'll be seeing me looking at because I have to take so drop a little note why so I don't forget something. It's not easy. There are so many things inside somebody's head. Okay, so you need to consider the simplicity of the name you want to choose so that it won't be hard for people to remember. You need to understand what type of brand do you want it to be. Do you want it to be a personal brand where you get to use your name? I remember back in the years when I started selling hair, that was like about 8 years back. You get, I was using all sorts of names for my business. I was using my name. In fact, there was still one particular name I used back then. And up till tomorrow, my husband still teases me about that name. Like, who uses who uses that kind of name for her brand? It was weird and funny at the same time. You get, but back then I didn't know. I didn't even know my brand would last this long because I just wanted to sell hair for the sake of selling. You get, so you need to know if you are going to create a generic name for your brand or you are going to personalize it, which is by using your own name. Okay, my brand for once is not a personalized brand. My name is not Swish. Swish is the name of my brand. My name is Juliet. Okay, so you need to know if you are going to personalize it or you are going to use a generic name. And then another thing for you to do is while choosing your business name is this business, is it going to be a long-term business or am I just going to sell for the sake of selling? And then you also need to consider what your goal and vision for your brand is. When I was choosing my business name, I was so certain that I am not just going to choose any name. I'm not going to choose a business name that is going to limit me later in the future. You get, I'm not going to register my business via CAC, a name that later in the future when I want to expand my business, I will start looking for another way to register a new business because the business I registered before, I do not have a long-term goal, a long-term vision for it. So when I wanted to register my business name, even though I went for a generic name, I made sure I registered a name that later in the future, if I want to create another product, if I want to create another services, if I want to create um if I want to have another brand, it can actually fit into the business name that I registered. So I did not just go ahead to register Switch extension. No, Switch extension is actually my Instagram handle. My registered business name, if I want to register, if later in the future I want to have 10 businesses, I am going to have it under my business. So those are things you need to know. Another thing is while choosing your business name, you need to consider who you are going to be serving. Who are your customers? Who are those people that your business is going to be serving? You get, if you choose a name that does not fit those people, oh, I think I'm actually shifting my tripod. If you choose a name that does not fit into the category of people that your business is made for, then there is every possibility that you might actually be having a problem. with your brand soon. The name, the brand and iPhone, for example, it is not a cheap product, so it is not made for everybody. In fact, I think when you tell somebody I use an iPhone, the first of all in their mind they will say, she's a big girl, he's a big boy, you get. And when you tell people I use an Android, this is not to um say something negative. This is not to be negative about people that uses an Android phone. But people have this mentality that Android phone is not good enough. That Android phone is not good enough. It's iPhone. iPhone is the main thing. You get, so you need to know that this is my vision for this business. This is my purpose for this business. For that, this is the name I am going to choose for my brand. Back then when I started selling hair, I made use of all sort of name. I think if you even go to my Instagram handle, you can scroll down to my first post on Instagram. I was still using some of those names. Chine hair and beauty world. Chine hair. Chinyere's hair. Because Chinyere is my native name. Chinyere's hair. Juliet hair. You get, there is nothing wrong with those names, but when you know that this is the plan I have for my business, this is the goal I have for my business, this is the vision I have for my business, you go for something better. The moment I realize that this is what I want for my business, I went for something better. It doesn't have to be my personal name. Like I said earlier, you can decide to personalize it. You can decide to personalize it. You get, but just know that how you personalize your brand, how you, the name of your business matters a whole lot. It's like a first impression. You get, if I meet you for example for the first time, your first impression matters a lot. So you meeting me and telling me that I am an entrepreneur, and this is the name of my business. The name of your business matters a whole lot. It is very, very important. The name of your business is like you creating an image of your business right in the mind of your buyers, right in the mind of your consumers, right in the mind of your target audience. So those are some of the things that you need to reason, put into consideration before you come up with a business name. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a generic name. It can actually be a personalized brand. You get, you can use your name to register your business. You can use your name to as your business name, but all that matters is for you to do the right things. Okay, you need to make sure you register it in a way that later in the future it will not limit you. Okay, I for example, I sell hair, yes, I make wigs, yes, and I am at the beginning of my coaching uh, business, and I'm still going to make use of Swish, because Swish is me. I am Swish. You get, it's just the way I have put it to be. Under the way I have registered my business, I can decide to create more 10 businesses with it. And then another thing is, later in the future, just in case I want to take loan from the bank to support my business, I want to expand my business. For that I need the loan. If I go to the bank with my business name, you get, they'll be able to know that, okay, from the way this business is registered, it simply means it's why you are choosing your business name, you need to consider the name you are choosing. You need to consider your customers or people that you will be serving. You need to consider your the thought, you get the plan that you have for your business. If it's a long-term plan, you need to also put that into consideration that okay, later in the future, I am not just going to be serving people in my locality. I'm not just going to be serving people in my country. I'm also going to be serving people that is outside my country. You need to put in the fact that okay, maybe later in the future people outside my country might be searching for me, and this is this alone is one of the reasons why you need to sit down, calm down, and then choose a business name that that is worth it, or rather let me say that is perfect for your brand. You get, like I said earlier, the name of your business actually determines how people are going to perceive your business. You get, if you just go for any kind of random name and you tell people that this is the name of my brand, this is this is the name of my business, people might actually think okay, okay, you get, and they might start thinking that your business is actually not not worth it, or is not, you get. I'm not saying you have to go all hard, like all hard on yourself while looking for a perfect name for your business. It can actually be anything. It can be something as simple as your name. You get, it can be something as simple as a generic name, you get, but let it be a perfect name for your brand. And when you are going to register it, make sure that you do not just register it. Let's say you want to start selling wigs, do not just don't just go there and register Juliet wigs. You get, later in the future when you want to have your own brand, like your own makeup brand, like your own brand of hot comb, or your own brand of hair wax, or your own brand of hairspray, it might not go for you because you registered it with just Juliet wigs. So that is exactly what I mean when I said your business goal and vision. You get, if you know that later in the future this is where I want to be, because I'm saying this because nobody starts a business with the thought of just surviving now. Nobody starts a business for the sake of selling now. You get, selling today and shutting down tomorrow. You get, everybody starts business because they want to grow, they want to expand, they want to have other ventures, other businesses. So why register a business name now when you know that later in the future you want to have maybe another five businesses or two businesses or one more business, and then you now go ahead and start registering that one. That is too much work, that is stress. So just register a name that will be accommodating, a name that will welcome all the businesses that you want to have later in the future. You get, I actually didn't plan on making this video a very long one, but this is where we are. So if you know that you are at the point in your business where you want to choose a business name, I think this video is perfect for you. You get, or you know someone who wants to start up a business, I think this video is also perfect for that person. So please share this video with anyone you know. Share this video on your WhatsApp status, share it on your Facebook, share it on anywhere you think you can share this video for people that really need this kind of content to see. Please share it with them, and also share it because we need to grow it over here. We need to grow in this community. Let us grow together, okay? Let me know what you think or the kind of challenges you faced when you were choosing a business name. Like I said before, I remember when I started up early, you get, when I started selling hair, you get, I was just selling everything and anything. I was just selling everything and anything, and I was just coming up with different names. You get, and at the end of it, I didn't go for them because this is what I had in mind for my business, long-term goals, long-term vision. I want to have different businesses under switch, you get. So that is that. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, your family members, your colleague. um, Turn on the post notification so that you'll be among the first, you get, to see my next video. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this kind of content, and also let me know the kind of videos you want me to put. Let me know what challenges you are facing in your business now, whether is me importation question, whether it's e-commerce question, or whether you are having issues with your brand, building up your brand, or you are at any stage in your business where you feel, okay, this is what I'm having issue with. Just drop it in the comment section. Let us go together, you get. I'll make a video on this, and then we'll talk about, we'll also hear from other community members, and then we'll we'll go together. So that is that about that. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I promise to come up with another content very soon. That's why I say you guys should turn on your post notification. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe. Let's go together. Okay, so that is that. I'll see you guys next.